everyone, this is Michael with the general reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of November 2019. I do hope this video finds you well, whether you are watching it for yourself or cross-watching for another individual with Scorpio placements. I just want to do a special thanks to all of you who have continued to support this channel with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It's because of all of you that I'm able to put these messages out there. And extra special shout out to those of you who wished me well and sent me energy while I was sick. I really do appreciate it. I am still a little bit raspy, so that may be affecting the video a little bit. I do apologize. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and follow me on all of my social media, where I'm posting giveaways and blog posts and general cards for the collective on my Instagram. I have a lot of interesting things going on, so be sure to check out those links down below, as well as links for personal readings, donations, and Reiki sessions for those of you who feel so called. I did just recently have a 25,000 subscriber giveaway. We already are near 30,000 at this point. It was just a couple weeks ago, so that's kind of crazy. It really seems to just come in waves. So there will very likely be a giveaway coming out soon. Now, for those of you who are brand new to my channel, I do like to start off these readings with a brief astrological rundown for what's going to be happening in November. I do find that the astrology and tarot often complement each other very well. But I realize that not everyone is going to be interested, so I will offer someone leave a timestamp in the comment section down below. Either I will do it or I'll have someone leave the comment, so you can just skip ahead to the start of the video. I do feel like Scorpio, though, it's really a good idea to at least hear part of the astrology reading, because there's quite a bit of stuff going on. We're obviously in your season. Happy birthday, by the way, for those of you who have birthdays this month. Happy belated birthdays to everyone else. We started off this month in Mercury retrograde. That actually happened on October 31st, yesterday at the time of this recording. And it seems like a lot of people around me have really been quite affected by this Mercury retrograde specifically. And I really want to kind of preface what Mercury retrograde actually is, because it's not something that is against you. It is not the universe working against you. This is actually a time to really understand what might not be working in your life. It's kind of trying to redirect your course a little bit. It's actually the energy working with you, either trying to refine what you are doing or trying to redirect you directly, or redirect you outright. That was a weird sentence. And you know, a lot of the time it's like, if your car breaks down, well, did your car break down because you were going to your job that you hated? Or, you know, is your flight delayed because you don't actually want to see your family or something like that? Really trying to see what it is that would be the positive intention behind this delay. And sometimes it really is just letting go of control. I know for Scorpios, you're a fixed sign. You do like to have control. You do like to be in command a lot of the time. And I feel like for fixed signs, Mercury retrograde might even be a little bit harder, because I feel like the best way to survive is just to let go. You know, don't get too attached to plans. Don't get too attached to specific dates and times, because they may change. You know, just be open, be flexible. I think that's really the best way to go about it. Obviously, you can't not live your life. You have to keep doing your day-to-day. You have to pay the bills. You have to do all of your obligations. I'm not saying take a vacation, but, you know, just be open, be flexible. Don't panic. I'm just telling you that it's going to rain. It's not like the end of the world. Just wear a rain jacket. What else? We do actually have some good stuff happening this month as well. There's all of the planets moving through your sign, moving through Scorpio. They're going to be sextiling Pluto and Saturn in Capricorn, as well as trining Neptune in Pisces, which are all really lovely things. And there's a lot of ability to transform, ability to achieve, really working quite hard. I think there's a lot of momentum for Scorpio, actually, for the collective in general, but especially for Scorpio being in your first house. That's going to be quite powerful for you. And with these trines that are happening between Scorpio, the planets in Scorpio, so Mercury, Mars. I think Venus is already in Sagittarius. I believe that happened today. With these inner planets trining with Neptune, there's a lot of opportunities for insight and gaining awareness. And this is really, really key because some of you may realize or know, we have Neptune going direct towards the end of the month. Now, this Neptune direct, it's kind of an interesting planet because Neptune can make things a little hazy. It can make things a little cloudy. So when it goes retrograde, it actually clarifies a lot of things. And the way I kind of look at Neptune, the Neptune cycle, is when it goes direct, it's very easy to kind of slip into old dysfunctional behaviors, escapist tendencies. There might even be relapse for some of you as well, or people around you who are struggling with addiction or just dysfunctional behavior. It's very easy to kind of go back. So throughout this month, as we're having these positive aspects with Neptune, and there actually will be one more on the 28th, Mercury will trine with Neptune one last time. It's really a good opportunity to have clarity and to really figure out what it is, the ways you sabotage yourself, the ways you don't live to your potential, whatever it is that holds you back. It's a good time to become aware of that because it's ultimately up to you whether you remember that and take action on that, or you just kind of let it slide away and have to deal with the next Neptune cycle when it goes retrograde and you have something blow up in your face. I think it's I think it's a really good opportunity to kind of have review this month. I feel like this whole month is going to kind of be a reflective month for the collective. Again, with Mercury retrograde. We do have, I believe it is November 12th, we have the full moon in Taurus. It's going to be a good time to kind of ground, especially if the energy has been a little intense for everyone. This is also, a good chance for you to start letting go of things that prevent you from being stable. Also preventing relationships as well for those of you who are Scorpio rising, because Scorpio is the opposite sign to Taurus, which is your 7th house, which is the house of relationships and partnerships. So maybe getting rid of those blockages on that day, kind of surrendering those. Scorpio season really is about letting go of things, I think, too. For the sake of transformation, for the sake of growth. And then we have the Sagittarius new moon. Oh my gosh, when is that? I want to say it's like November. I'm actually looking through my notes right now. I thought I was going to remember. November 26th, which is a good time to really free yourself from any limiting beliefs or any limiting situations and to just expand your horizons, let yourself be free, explore new things. I think there's going to be a lot of self-focus for this month, even though there is the full moon in Taurus for you. I really do feel like a lot of emphasis is going to be on self-improvement, self-development. It's going to be kind of a hermit month, I think, for a lot of people. And that's okay. Venus is entering Sagittarius today. So there is going to kind of be... It's not exactly the best time for blossoming romance, I'm not going to lie to you. But it is a good time to actually put yourself back out there, to, start dating, to start... letting go of the past, feeling free, freeing yourself from old wounds, old heartache, old patterns, whatever that is, and just expanding your horizons, broadening your horizons. It could also potentially bring in someone who is not your usual type. That's also quite possible with Scorpio in Venus in Sagittarius. That's quite possible, especially someone who is from another country, someone who is abroad. That could actually be a potential for the collective as well. That might be more common. But really, I think a lot of this month is just going to be thinking a lot about the future, planning for the future, trying to figure out what it is you want to do next, this is going to be a really great time for that. I don't necessarily know if it'll be a great time to execute these plans because, again, we do have Mercury retrograde. It's usually more about finishing things, tying up loose ends, than going forward once it goes direct. So just stuff to kind of keep in mind. And again, we do have, a lot of really lovely aspects that are happening right around the middle of the month between like the 8th to the 12th, I want to say. 11/11 was a really good day, I think, as well. So just really a lot of amazing energy, actually. Just allow yourself to flow with it. Don't fight it. Don't fight the changes. Don't fight the delays. All right, I feel like I have talked enough. I am going to start shuffling the cards here for you. Do keep in mind that these are general readings, meaning not all the messages that come forward are going to be meant for you specifically. It's up to your own intuition and discernment to figure out what applies to your own life and what should be left behind for someone else. If you would like greater clarity or this reading just didn't really resonate for you, you are more than welcome to check out your other placements. If you don't know what those are, I have a natal chart calculator in the description box down below that can help you figure out your moon, rising, and Venus sign. I do also have Heart of the Matter monthly readings or mid-monthly readings, which are love readings and relationship readings for those of you who are looking for guidance more directed towards your love life or relationships with people. Those are all timeless readings, so you're welcome to just scroll through. You could either pick the most recent or you could, just see whatever pops out at you. So what are the messages for my Scorpios? Tell me, show me clearly. This is the energy coming into November, by the way, so this is kind of the past energy, kind of just reviewing what you've been through, what you've been learning. Maybe what you've left behind, too. Show me the past. And this is going to be relevant to this month, too. Interesting. Someone's holding back. Usually I have cards fall out by now. Yeah, I'm kind of just getting walls here. Show me clearly. That was too many. Interesting energy. I feel like I'm supposed to shuffle and draw, so I'm going to do that. A lot of the time as I'm shuffling the deck, I will be getting information and messages just by the way the cards are falling or not falling, just kind of what the deck is doing. It's actually telling me a lot, and it seems like there is quite a bit of holding back, and then all of a sudden it's a lot at once. It's like the floodgate bursts open, and then it's dammed off again, and then it's burst open again. It's like hot and cold energy. One more, okay. All right, what do we have for Scorpio? Yeah, there's definitely been stuff from the past you've been thinking about. Okay. Yeah, so we have the Six of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Daughter of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with an earth sign, especially someone who is younger than you or young at heart with this Daughter of Pentacles here. I do feel like there is some sort of healing that could be taking place, especially if this was a person who was close to you. They could have been a family member, they could have been a coworker or a close friend, someone who's kind of part of your day-to-day life. It seems like there is some sort of reconnection here, and that makes a lot of sense. Mercury retrograde can bring in people from the past, so we could be seeing that. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Doesn't have to be. I'm just seeing someone who is a very hard worker and they have a tendency to kind of hide behind the scenes. They don't necessarily like to have the limelight on them, and they can sometimes be a little overlooked. But I do see that there is some sort of healing that's going on here. And I almost feel like some sort of nostalgia or recollection as well. Maybe you were a bit reflective, which makes actually quite a bit of sense. You know, right before your solar return, before your birthday, you're moving through the sign before you, which was Libra, and that's your 12th house. That's a very reflective time. That's time kind of looking at loss, looking at spirituality. And I feel like something might have happened. Someone from the past may have come back. I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles, though, there is this kind of single energy or bachelor energy for some of you. You're really, you know, you've kind of just been off doing your own thing. You've been really focused on yourself. And that could actually be you being this Daughter of Pentacles as well. Maybe you've just been working really hard and kind of burying yourself in that, or just putting your energy towards that. And it feels like there's actually quite a bit of abundance for you. I do feel like there is actually quite a bit of comfortable energy here, which is kind of interesting. There's this, you know, with the Six of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, there's something familiar. There's something, you know, very stable. This could perhaps be something that some of you have left behind, and it's kind of coming into review now. But I feel like a lot of you actually are somehow reconnecting with that in a physical way. You're reconnecting with your past and getting in your comfort zone. You're definitely in your comfort zone. That's for sure with this Daughter of Pentacles. So I'm very curious now to see what the animal wisdom is here. Animal messages for the past. The bear and the beaver. Beautiful. Yeah, this is very family oriented, this beaver. I do feel like there is kind of the sense of nesting as well. That's kind of been a theme. Bear is about hibernation, taking time for oneself. Normally it's about coming out of a hibernation, but just given the time of year and given the other messages I'm getting, it actually feels more like you're kind of setting yourself up to be at home somewhere, or just setting yourself to be comfortable with where you're at, especially with beaver. I just get the sense of like homebody. And that's something that I feel like is actually was very nurturing to you. Do keep in mind these time frames are general because these are general readings. Some of you might not be here quite yet, or you're just starting to be. Could also be, you know, with Mercury retrograde, the time is just very fluid. This is kind of just the energy, the way the energy is flowing. So this is kind of where you were. Now I feel like some of you may have gotten out of this comfort zone. We're going to see what the cards say about November. What is coming in November? What new themes are happening for Scorpio in November? Show me clearly. I do recall your reading being pretty positive, though. There's definitely some hardship. It's been a hard year for Scorpios. With your ruling planet Pluto being in Capricorn and kind of conjuncting with Saturn a bit. There's definitely been quite a bit of restriction. Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's a change that's happening, and I feel like it's being resisted. Or there's just a lot of chaotic energy. Sorry, I'm going to keep shuffling. But that's interesting. Show me clearly, what are the messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for November 2019? Okay. Yeah, with this, interesting. This was actually at the bottom of the deck before. So we have the the 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and 2 of Swords all coming out together. 4 of Wands, And then the Empress card. This was the card that was at the bottom of the deck before, kind of peeking out at me. Again, there's really this theme with stability. I feel like this full moon in Taurus is really kind of broadcasting itself right now because the Empress can represent Taurian or Libran energy. It's Venus, actually. So it could be either of those signs. I am feeling like there's quite a bit of Taurian energy. I feel like there's some sort of advancement that's going on as well with this Four of Wands, something to be celebrated. It feels really good. I feel like you're actually looking forward to whatever this is. There could be some new beginning for you as well with the Empress, something that has a lot of potential for growth. And I feel like there's this willingness to love as well, actually. That's also kind of the Empress, too. Maybe putting yourself out there a little more. Maybe after being this Daughter of Pentacles for so long, you're kind of branching out a little bit. Although I do see in your daily life with these three cards, there's definitely a lot of scattered, disorganized energy. Again, we are in Mercury retrograde. Expect some delays with the Two of Swords here. Someone may not be making a decision. Maybe you're having a hard time making a decision, or you're not seeing something clearly. So just kind of, be aware that things might be a little chaotic for the first part of November for you, especially with the Two of Pentacles. There's kind of finding this balance here. There could be a change. It could be a change of job, moving, some sort of change to your day-to-day life, especially where it's showing up. I actually see that there's quite a bit of a, kind of a shakeup here. And I think you've kind of gotten comfortable in some sort of rhythm or where you've been, and maybe that's kind of disruptive to this. But I feel like with all this focus in the past, I do feel like you really are trying to figure out what it is that makes you feel stable, and you've really kind of figured that out. You're sort of building that now with the Beaver energy, or you've been building that. But I do see that it is going to take some time for the start of November at least. But I do see progress with the Four of Wands. It's not all bad. There is some sort of advancement here, despite whatever is going on in your day-to-day life. Some of you may be speaking with a Libra or a Taurus as well, and you actually could be, entering a committed relationship. For some of you, if you've been involved with a Libra or a Taurus, I could really see that, especially if someone's kind of been blocked off or they haven't been sure about this connection. Taurus energy is actually pretty prominent right now for me. So that's interesting. But I do feel like there is this new commitment or this next level in a relationship for sure for some of you, because the Four of Wands usually indicates celebration or marriage. Doesn't mean you're necessarily getting married, but it's just there's an advancement. There's going to a next level with something here. And I feel like for a lot of you, that's actually involving someone. Or you're ready to do that. You're open to do that. I should specify. So let's see. What is the animal wisdom for Scorpio? That was fast. Mouse. Yeah, this is kind of funny because this is an energy of wanting to control everything, of wanting to, have every little detail in order. And that's usually going to be contributing to more anxiety. It's better for you. I'm not saying don't use this energy. Use this energy in a productive way. That's what Mouse is all about. What can you control? What can you put input in? Usually this refers to a creative project. Usually this refers to either, something creative or a project at work, something that requires a lot of detail. Really using a lot of this mental activity that you may be having. And it could also be someone around you as well being very nitpicky, and that might be what is actually causing the delays. That might be what is holding you up here. Because I do feel like, honestly, Scorpio, it seems like there's some sort of either party, some sort of group of people or person who is blocking things up for you, or there's just a lot of things that are kind of out of your control. And that it's like, you kind of just have to go with the flow with it. That's really the best way to deal with Mercury retrograde. I know I've said that, but I really think that's kind of your course of action here. And trust that good things are coming. Something good is blossoming here. What are the messages for Scorpio in the second half of November and beyond? Where is all of this energy going? Again, this is a general reading, so it's going to manifest differently for all of you at different times, or different rates, I should say. What are the messages for Scorpio for the future? Nice. Okay. Interesting. Okay, we have the Magician, the Daughter of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. Daughter of Cups could possibly be referring to a kind of a watery person, a young water person, so Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. I actually feel like this is more your energy, though. With the Magician, we do also have Virgo and, we do have Virgo and Gemini energy there as well. Although I'm seeing Magician more as you manifesting something. Something is coming to manifest. I don't even know if you necessarily see it, actually. Because of all kind of the chaos that's going to be happening to you for the first part of the month, it's almost like you just have to... Sorry. I am still getting over a plague here. Okay, a little dramatic. I'm a Virgo, okay? I'm allowed to get dramatic when I'm sick. Anyway, the Magician. You are manifesting something. I don't know if you see what this is, because I see something blocked off here in your day-to-day life. And it could even be something that's delayed or doesn't happen, but what happens instead is actually more what you wanted. And I do actually see something not coming through the way you want it to. With this Ten of Wands here, there is definitely a blockage. And there's a lot of burden, actually, on somebody. And it feels like this burden, it is actually really affecting you. As this Daughter of Cups, you're very sensitive to this. You're taking on the burdens of others. And there is this blockage here as well. This is two things. You are manifesting something. It might take some time. Whatever it is that you're hoping will happen, I do feel like it's going to happen, especially if it's involving like work or stuff like that, kind of your day-to-day life. Could also potentially be referring to a relationship as well, but honestly, when it comes to relationships, I'm seeing more of a delay with the Ten of Wands. Really just get playful. I feel like that's actually the message, play with the universe a little bit. Don't get so wrapped up on what it is you think you want. Because honestly, Scorpio, I don't know if you really know what it is you want. You think you do, but I almost wonder if you don't have a clear picture of that. Because there's some sort of delay. I want you to really get into the feeling of this. How you want to feel with this Daughter of Cups. How you want to feel in your life. How you want to feel in your relationships. I do feel like there's a burden that you're going to have to let go as well. And I almost feel like that thing that you need to let go, that thing that's burdening you, is actually your own expectation. which is interesting. And it's okay to want things. I'm not saying don't want things, but just be open that you might not actually want the things you think you want, or the people you think you want. Any last bit of animal wisdom here for my Scorpios? I really do feel like there is something you're manifesting, though. Like, I feel like this is what you want. I almost kind of get like Four of Cups energy. It's like you're being handed this thing, but you don't see it for what it is. Because you're still focused on what it is you were emotionally attached to. Nightingale, bee and nightingale. Okay. Yeah, finding sweetness with the bee again. I feel like writing is actually something really important for you, or songwriting. I know this is not going to apply to all of you. This is a general reading. We do actually have National Novel Writing this month. National Novel Writing Month this month. Jesus. And I almost want to encourage you to use that to create. And you don't actually have to participate. You know, when the collective is engaging in something like this, it creates a ripple that affects everybody. Even if you're not participating it or a part of a group or whatever. And I feel like this is kind of going back to the earlier message. If someone was burying themselves in work with this bee card, I do feel like someone does need to speak up in this situation. Someone might be getting stung, or you might be stinging someone. You do have that stinger, Scorpio. But it could be you. It could be the other way around. Could be either way, honestly. If you've kind of been withdrawing, I think it's important for you to kind of speak from your heart. And I know it feels vulnerable. It doesn't feel comfortable with this Daughter of Cups. This is kind of vulnerable energy. But this is actually your strength with the Magician here. It's how you manifest. Yeah, there really is this need to get in touch with your inner child, I think, Scorpio, because we started off with the Six of Cups, and now we're kind of coming back to this theme as well. Yeah, whoever is overburdened or overencumbered here, someone might lash out because they're feeling stressed out. It could be you, could also be someone around you, because this is showing up in communication. I could kind of see it either way. Might go both ways. And maybe putting it into writing will actually help you with this nightingale. I'm not getting any more messages for you right now, Scorpio. I do hope that this was helpful. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what is happening for all of you. Again, I do have links for personal readings, Reiki sessions, and donations. I am just going to throw out there right now, I am going to be possibly taking some time off from personal readings and personal Reiki sessions. Just for a little while. I'm going to actually be participating in National Novel Writing Month myself. So I am anticipating at some point I probably will be taking some time to focus on that. But it'll only be temporary. It'll only be like a week or two, probably. And I will still have my urgency readings available for those of you who need an emergency reading with me. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye and good luck and happy birthday.